for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wait, set, play, 20.
44. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Alpha.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Brady. It's complete. James White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. On play action, Rosen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. John Simon in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day.
I'm on that. Pilot, 64, weak.
Wide, get wide. Slam. He's checking. Crash. Hey.
Throw left side, complete. It's Grant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Hey, I 7.
51 the mic. 51's the mic. Here I come. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Monday. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Back.
Middle. What do you got?
On third down, Rosen is going to fire one deep, middle of the and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Jumping.
Hold 50.
On play action, now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Sanu. The end result, 21 yards.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Brady. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Kill.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now it's Rosen looking, and this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Mike 51. Don't get nervous.
They go play action. It's Rosen escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Yeah, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Brady. And that's incomplete. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go out. No, 66. Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Gostkowski's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you're breaking break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You draw corpus. Yes.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Next to score, Dolphins 21, Patriots 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Edelman was the intended target, and now it's third down. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Monday.
58, right over there.
Hey, Steve 6. Stay with your man.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Quarter.
Check nickel. Check 24. Check 24.
Check 13.
Hatchet.
Let's go.
Cross.
And this time, Rosen will throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going deep here for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Parker, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now on first down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. To throw again on second down. Brady over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Going on the ground. It's White. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady, and this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt LaCosse, his first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Rap. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, quarter.
Switch.
Hey, alert. Safe. Pick the edge. Come. Hug. Check 3.
He's coming. Double up.
Third and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Edelman. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Caught by Sanu. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
A gain of 14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Brady throwing complete to Dorsett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Brady, and Watson has it right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brady now to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Come on, set, 50, plant. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on 3rd.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Brady to throw. Dorsett making the catch. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his third season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brady again. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying? That getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
951. Alert. Right here. Let's go.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check 50. Kill.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, baby.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
No. Check. Fair. Ready?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. A win would be their second on the young season.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.